Hey, you guys, it is still a technically beautiful summer's day here in Ontario, but I am feeling the fall vibes. If you love budget-friendly DIY design and decor, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. Alrighty, you guys, I am going to get started by placing these books kind of all over. They might not stay where I put them, but I feel like that's a good place to start, and then I'll start filling in. I have some books over on the other bookcase, which I just realized you can't see. Those ones kind of live there full time, and on the bottom of that shelf is some boots, some work boots that go in and out of the house every day. So we're not going to worry about that. They live there. That's real life. We're just going to concentrate on making the top look really pretty. Some of these books are so old. Some were my mom's. There's even a couple in here that belonged to one of my grandmothers, and they've just been around forever. I mean, I'm looking at Heidi. I mean, absolute classic. Little Women, Good Wives. There's so many great books here. We also have my mom's old Bible from when she was a kid, and a hymn book that came to me many, many years ago. If you take a look at this book, it's actually falling apart. And I'm okay with that because I have it and I don't know how to fix it. So I'm just going to enjoy it the way that it is. I grabbed this really pretty fabric pumpkin, and I think I'm going in for the wooden bowl down here. I think this is going to look really pretty. There's so much stuff here, and I have it stacked all over the place. So, as I tend to do, I leave price tags on things. Price tags everywhere. We'll just spin it around and no one will be the wiser. I'm doing it. I'm second and third guessing myself. So I think what I'm going to do first is layer in some of these larger pieces. Then we can fill in the smaller pieces and then just go crazy adding the really pretty fall details. This is one of my favorite pictures I took in Vancouver, British Columbia. I absolutely love how it captures the beach, the city, the mountains, and the ocean. I love picking up wood pieces from the thrift store, this chessboard, this cute little box. I think they're going to look great right here on this bookcase. So I'm going to put this one at the bottom where I'll be able to layer up on top of it. And because you really want to zigzag what you're doing with your finishes, I'm going to put this wooden box here, and that's probably going to get pumpkins in it in just a few minutes. Continuing to layer in the larger items, I have a vase from Blue Mountain Pottery that belonged to my mother-in-law, who we just recently lost. So I'm going to put this right here, and then I'm going to take out one of the shelves so we have room to put some really pretty stems in it. I still have so many great pieces I can pick from. I love this little wooden tray I picked up. And you know what? These baskets are perfect background. I love this tray, and I think I'm going to start out by putting it right here. And maybe we'll put some candles or some pumpkins on that. That mirror needs a good clean. I picked up this basket at the Goodwill bins, and I already threw a whole bunch of pumpkins in it. So I'm wondering if, let's see, maybe right here. And then maybe we'll move this box up here. Let's see how that looks. The important thing is to keep stepping back and looking at what you're doing. I have way too much brown and wood on here, so we're going to swap some of this stuff up. Let's start by bringing this box down here. So we've created kind of a zigzag there, but now we need to do it over here. So let's push this over. So now it looks a little less intense because we've got do. Does that make sense? You guys, I so desperately want to start adding pumpkins here, but I'm going to restrain myself and wait until we have some of the larger elements done. But I did make a couple of DIYs specifically for this video. So why don't we go check out one of those? This started out life as a Dollar Tree photo frame. I plucked apart the middle, and then I used my hands to very gently push down on the top until it was the shape of a pumpkin. Then I decided to add twine, and I wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. It's actually the Dollar Tree nautical rope because I wanted something a little bit thicker. This is the fun part. Take a lighter very carefully and just burn off all those extra hairs from the twine. Then I took a small wood finial, cut the bottom on an angle, and just placed it on top. This didn't need a big stem or anything to embellish it. I needed to keep it really simple. Well, what do you think? I adore this pumpkin, and I think it's going to make a great addition. This pretty girl came from a recent treasure hunting trip to the restore. Broken lock, not very clean inside, only a few dollars, and I'm going to pop her up here because I think she works perfectly with what we've got going here. Look at that. You wouldn't know she was all broken and tired. I'm going to grab this silver plate, and I know exactly where I want to put it. I moved one of my books down here. These are actually books from when I was in school, but they make absolutely gorgeous books for the bookcase. And I am going to pop that in right at the back. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to add any pumpkins yet, but it is perfect for that first DIY. I love how modern but rustic this pumpkin is, and I am going to pop it in there. Now, is it going to show up? Oh, that really doesn't work. All right, let's try a different spot. For now, we'll put it right down here. I do love how simple this is. We might have to find a new home for that. Okay, you guys, I have lots of the larger elements all layered in there. I have a few more pieces I want to try out. I'm going to stop talking or we're going to be here all day. I'm going to take these Dollar Tree stems. I think they're so pretty. They're like a deep plum, and I'm going to put them over there in the Blue Mountain vase. I think that's going to be really pretty. And it's a good thing Winnie's not around right now because my goodness, did she try to chew on these. Winnie did, however, try to give me a hand when I was getting everything organized. You guys, last year I got to work at a Habitat for Humanity build site way up north in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. When I was there, we were actually on fence building day. The house was complete, but I was happy to use my skills, and I did get put on miter saw duty that day. And I saved a whole bunch of offcuts from the fence that we were building. I'm going to turn these into little tiny houses that we can put up here. And every time I look at them, it's going to remind me of that day and that build and the incredible camaraderie. And oh, I'm getting goosebumps. If you ever get the opportunity to work on a Habitat for Humanity build, do it. All done. I just used my miter saw and turned these into teeny tiny cute little houses. And I just got to find a spot for them. I kind of love the idea of them being here on the tray, or I could pop them up here in front of my Vancouver picture. Let's start with that. One of the few new things I picked up this year were these really pretty seeded eucalyptus stems. I got them at Michael's. Thank goodness for 40% off. Actually, no, these were buy one, get one, which was even better. I only picked up two because my goodness, you guys, they are beautiful, but stems are getting expensive. I'm going to pop those in the green bottle. I changed that out and put the brown one up top. And I'm just going to put these in here. I want them to stick out from the bookcase. And I want one definitely to be a little longer than the other. So I think we'll just give them a bend right there. And I prefer not to cut them if I don't have to. I'd much rather save them for a future project or maybe even a different vessel down the line. So just give them a good bend. This bottle has a really tiny top. I have a feeling it's going to be tricky when I want to take these out, but it'll be worth it. Okay, I think that works. I picked up this gorgeous set of pewter plates at a Habitat Restore in Vancouver. Not when I took that picture, but I was out there again last year. I intended to use these at Christmas and we never got around to it. And I honestly didn't know if they were food safe, but they sure will look pretty up on our shelf. I'm going to put them right here in front of the woven baskets. What do you think of this one? Well, I'm pretty sure you guys like this because this is from our last video and it's doing pretty good. If you haven't watched it, I'll make sure I link it down below. Do you know what time it is? It's pumpkin time. What else have we got? I love these ones. I bought these at a grocery store. I'm going to say somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 years ago. I cannot lie. One of them has a big crack in it, but I shoved some glue down there many, many years ago, and we're going to put these up there. Can you see the beautiful finish on them? I absolutely love these. How about another super quick, cheap, and easy fall pumpkin from Dollar Tree? Want to see how I made it? This pumpkin started life as one of the Dollar Tree open glass bowls. All I did was using some hot glue, added macrame cord all the way around and around and around to turn this into a rope covered pumpkin. Keep working until you get up to the top and then leave a tiny space so that you can add your stem. Using another piece of the cord, I just tied some onto the top, and then I'm just going to fray those pieces by unwinding the cord. I love the texture of this pumpkin, and I think it's going to look great up on the shelf. Now this baby just needs a home. I'm thinking that should do the trick. I'm really focused on making sure that all the white has kind of a zigzag, that there isn't a whole bunch of it grouped together. And right now I'm really happy with all that white is sitting. I do have this Dollar Tree gather sign. I mean, why even DIY it when it's that pretty? So we're gonna pop that right there. And I moved this from the other side, and for now I'm gonna put it here. I'm just having a hard time placing that one, but I really, really love it. I have all these Dollar Tree pumpkins on sticks, and I don't really want to cut them off the sticks in case I ever want to use them in a different way. But I am thinking that the wooden box that we put up there, I could just kind of lay them in and they would look fantastic. Should we give it a try? You guys, last DIY for this video, you are not going to believe what this was. In fact, why don't you head down to the comments before I show you what this used to be and how I turned it into a super easy, very inexpensive pumpkin that we're gonna put right up here on the shelf. There we go. I'm curious, did anyone think it was a cat toy with a mouse inside? Probably not. Took me a while to get it out, but when I did, I just spray painted it black. And we are going to finish this off in a really simple way by using the top of a Dollar Tree pumpkin that I didn't need anymore. We're going to glue that on with a teeny tiny little bit of eucalyptus greenery, and this pumpkin is going to be done. I did decide to add one more thing to the top of this. Not a bow exactly, although I started out like I would have made a bow, but I snipped off the edges so it was kind of just a nice raw little piece for the top of my super simple cat toy pumpkin. I mean, if this isn't super quick, cheap, and easy, then I don't know what is. All right, you guys, to finish this off, I'm going to add a whole bunch of battery operated flameless candles. I just picked them up on Amazon for the most ridiculous deal. I think it was $16 Canadian for 12 of them, and they're outdoor as well. So we're going to just disperse those all over the place here. And when it gets a little bit darker later, I'm going to light them up and show you how it looks. Couple of pieces of the eucalyptus that came off of the stem. Just adds a little something there and ties those two pieces together. The last thing we have to do is this bench, and I have some really pretty new cushions. We're going to cover them up and make this look gorgeous. First though, I want to get this vintage window frame that I've had in the garage for ages hung up above the bench. It needed a really good clean, and then I have to attach some D-rings, some heavy duty D-rings, so that we can hang this on the wall. I stopped at the thrift store on the way home the other day and found this print absolutely perfect as a finishing touch for this spot right here. This rug I actually bought last year for a completely different place, but I think it is absolutely perfect. I also picked up a couple of seasonal pillow covers from Amazon and this gorgeous one from HomeSense that I think looks amazing with these rusty Amazon cushion covers. This one that's cream and faux leather I grabbed at the thrift store when I was out with the girls, and it is perfect for this spot. Are you ready to see what it looks like all together? I am just loving these cozy fall vibes, and I'm excited to add just a couple of touches as we get closer to Halloween. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me add these fall touches to my home. That's a wrap for today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Can't wait to see you in the next video. And in the meantime, take a look at this one right here.